Greetings and salutations. This next video is going to be a real drag, literally. I am making a drag to take care of the horse poop around the area. As you know, I have horses and I've been driving over the horse poop for a while. Things happened, the hole got filled in. I don't have a depression hole to drive in the poop into the ground anymore. So I put it on this little clear area that I have, and I'm going to have to drag it to break the poop apart. So the pieces I need for that, drags can be made out of all kinds of things. Heavy metal frame, I've heard of people using bed springs. I'm using an old piece of gate, fairly heavy, some pallets, and some chicken wire. And the chicken wire will help break up the poop. So let's get started, shall we? First thing we got to do is take our chicken wire and wrap it around our gate to make the part that pulls the poop apart, helps pull the poop apart. And I found that chicken wire works real good. I've done this kind of drag before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of chicken wire out here that I've had lying around. And I had this chicken wire has been lying around from the person who owned the house before. So yeah, I've got a lot of old things lying around here that I just use. I don't like to throw anything away. If it's useful, I will keep it. I am Dutch, and we have a tendency to try to save money. And I have good reason to, because, yeah. Anyways, so I'm going to wrap this around the metal gate. And this is heavier than a lot of gates are. This is a pretty heavy gate. Let me get this gate in place. And I'm just using some stuff here to help it along. Using, let's see. What I want is to get this situated so that I can cut it. Let's see. I will need a pair of, see, I do have some wire cutters that will work better than the, I have a bunch of pliers that have the cutting blade on them, but I have a pair of regular old wire cutters that will probably work better. Oh, I need to find a glove so I don't tear up my hands doing this. I've got my lovely assistant with me right now. You can't see her right now. Let's see. Say hi to the camera, Phoebe. No, she's sniffing the ground. Anyways, my lovely assistant's here, keeping me company. Alright, let's see. Now, let's go cut this. Don't want to drag this video on too long. Sorry, I can't resist. I mean, yeah, I can't resist. It's all about drag, you know. Okay, let's see. Let's cut this. Let's cut it a little long. If I'm short, then that would suck. So let's cut it a little on the long side here. I think that will be plenty. If I have to cut it a second time, it's not the end of the world. This is going to take a little while. Let's see. Due to the fact that it's, yeah, I'm cutting all kinds of long. I'm cutting a lot of wire here. There's probably better ways of doing this, but one at a time. I made this drag before, but it fell apart. So this is the second drag I'm making, and I'm making it out of the same materials. It worked pretty good. Unfortunately, I can't find my baling wire. I would be putting it together with baling wire, which is a lot more sturdy than what I am using, which is zip ties. They break apart pretty easy in this kind of application, but I don't have any baling wire. If I had baling wire, I mean, it'll take longer to do it with baling wire, but it'll hold up a lot longer. You won't end up with pieces of plastic all over the desert, which people I know do not like. And I'm not happy about it either. I mean, if you don't have to pollute the environment, don't do it. But in this case, I don't have a lot of choice. I don't have the material I would rather use. So I'm going to use plastic. So, chicken wire does a good job as a covering, as I said before. It because of it's not sharp, but all these edges in here, and it's not a smooth surface either. The wire's wrapped around each other, so it does a good job at grabbing what we want it to grab. And when this is all said and done, I'm going to do a video of me driving it around. I've never seen what it looks like from the outside, so it'll be kind of fun to see. Oh. It's really fun when you're doing it in a big area and you're driving a big pickup truck. I did it at a farm that we had our horse at before we got a property, and it was a big area they were dragging, and I had a Magnum V8 pickup truck at the time, a Dodge. Wow, that was fun. Poor truck though was so worn out, it didn't last me more than I put all kinds of money into it. Had to get rid of it. But I do want a pickup truck again someday. I love having a pickup truck. They're fun. Right now I've got 2 Jeeps though, Commanders, and I love them. And I can't say enough about the Jeep Commanders. An excellent car. I love the first one so much, I bought a second one. And that one's with the Hemi, as you saw. Hemi engine, pretty awesome. Got lots of power, that's for sure. Okay, finally got that cut up. I gotta wind this up later and put this away in a good place. Note to people, when you're dealing with, if you have lots of wire lying around, the best way to store it is to wind it up in a roll and zip tie it shut. Right now we have a dog run that we don't use. It was here when we bought the house, and I just stick it inside that dog run since it's not being used and there's nothing in it. And that way it keeps everything, keeps all this wire. They left all kinds of wire here. Fencing wire and stuff like that. If it's real bent up stuff, then I just bring it to the dump. You know, probably it'd be better for the environment if I would have brought it to a recycle center, but it wasn't a lot of wire. If I had a lot of wire, I think I'd bring it to the recycle center. We have one nearby. So, I'm getting ready to put this wire up. And from there, I attach this with 2 landscape timber beams, and that will attach, then I will screw those beams into my pedal. Alright, here we go. This is something. I want to get it as many of the things attached as possible, so I only have to use one of these. apart. Not real easy, but they do break fairly easy. So if you have something more durable, that would be better. I do recommend cutting off the tails. Usually you cut off the tail to look good, but in this case it'll be less plastic floating around if it breaks off. So that's a good thing. All right, now I've got to fold the other half over. Let's see. And this is, I know, going over the edge of the gate, and it's going, but which is good because then you have just more surface area to drag with. It don't have to be exact measurements. Drags are very imprecise. I mean, it's a blunt instrument is what it is. Very blunt, but they do the job. And the whole idea is, since it's so dry here, once the poop's broken up, it will degrade a lot quicker than if you just left it. My wife was fertilizing areas, and she shoveled poop around trees and stuff, and it's been years later, and it hasn't. It's so dry here, it hasn't done anything. It hasn't fallen apart or anything. Rain usually helps. But when it's broken up slightly already, then the dry weather helps. But if it's already full, if it's not broken down at all, it doesn't degrade well. It does once you break it down a little. So. But until then, so that's why we drag. Man, come on, you can do it. You know you can. Let's see. Okay. Let's not try to get as much, it's not too greedy. Yeah, that makes it easier. Okay. I think I'll put one on the other side just to hold it down, one on each side. Let's see. Yeah, make it as tight as possible. Okay, cut this. Cut the tail. There we go. There we go. And we'll do one more over here. And then we're going to attach our pieces of landscape timber, which will, like I said, give us something to screw the pellets in with. And the pellets are mostly for just more weight. Pellets are heavy, as you probably know. So weight is a factor in this. If it's too light, it'll just go skipping across without. You don't want it to dig deep into the soil, but we do want it to break up our poop. So that's what we plan on doing. let's get our logs on here, our landscape timbers. First, let's sure the top won't fall down. Okay. Timber number 1. Oh. And I cut these down before, so they're about the size we want. Oh. Gonna have to use double zip ties to go over that much. To go around the darn timber, I'm sure. Oh, here we go. Now, let's put this in place. Got it. Good. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. One down, one to go, and then we screw on our. So the next step after that is screwing on our pallets. And then we have, after that, our next step is to put on the wire. Sometimes you use chains, but all I got here is a wire, a thick wire that will hold the this and attach to the back of my and I have it on a hook, so it attaches to the back of my car. So let's get this threaded as close to the end as possible. Good. And this one threaded through here. Good. Excellent. Good. Just one more set of zip ties. We can start screwing this thing together. Let's see. As soon as this thing is built, I'm gonna move the camera over and we're gonna start dragging. Alrighty. Nope, that didn't work. We want it way over here. This also helps keep the chicken wire on too. Should have. I need to align that a little better. Yeah, that's about right. Close enough. And it keeps everything together better. This one I think could use more. good. Okay, for the first pallet, this one's the one that's not as good a shape. This is a pretty horrible shape. I don't need to use good pallets for this. And this is a very heavy one. Oh. Of course, I just got a thorn in my hand. Not a thorn. Oh, a sliver. But yeah, there we go. Woo! Yeah, now we gotta align it. Align it in such a way that the wood is holding it together. There. Okay. Let's do it a little better than that. There. Now, I should be able to put screws in this way. Yeah. Okay. Now we're ready to screw it together. Then we're going to get the next pallet going and do that one. Then we get the wire on, and then we're totally done with this drag. Yep. It's going to be fun. The dragging's fun. Usually take my dog with me. She loves to ride around in the car, even if it's in circles and circles and circles. Thank goodness she doesn't get car sick. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Phoebe, you trying to help? Nope, that did absolutely nothing. That's great to know. Well, these landscape timbers are pretty cracked, so I might have fun finding places that aren't cracked. I just went right into a crack, of course, in that first one I did, and nothing happened. So let's try it over here. And was I far enough over? Not even close. Yep. I'm going to take that one out because I'm cheap and don't want to waste food. Okay. See how far over was I? Oh, you got to be way over there. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try it closer. Yes, bingo, got it. Okay, now I know where to put it. There's a giant crack in the... Well, that's not good. That stupid board cracked. I knew there was a crack near there, so I should have known better. And I did it again. Kind of in there. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's think this through a little better. Well, let's just keep getting these other ones in place on this board. There we go. use some longer ones. Oh, longer screws. Yeah. Let's use my 2-inch screws. Oh, or a 3-inch. Let's see. Let's try a 3-inch screw. Yeah. Let's see which one works better. I hate to use the 2-inch screws because I got more 3-inch screws than I do 2-inch screws, but I don't want the screw ends to stick out of the board, even though it won't hurt anything. This is just a drag, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, let's see. Well, that didn't work either. Let's see. Oh, that's a square. Great, I can't find the drill bit for the 3-inch, the 2-inch. Well, that sucks. What's weird is they're all the same kind of head, but they're a little bit different. Each box has its own driver that kind of comes with it for some reason. I don't know. That is strange. Well, let me just hold off on that one for now. And pull out the 3-inch ones instead. And don't hold it either. Well, that's a round one, so that... Okay, we're almost there. Well, these are... Okay, I got some Phillips heads here. So, what we're going to do is use a Phillips for now. Yeah, I got a couple of these Phillips heads. And since Phillips heads don't go good through 2x4s, but they should go fine through this wood we have here and the landscape timber, why don't we just use these up instead? These are cheaper screws anyway. When you're doing a drag, cheap is good. I think. Well, it's in there, kind of, sort of. Good. Without splitting the wood, too. Yeah, it's in there good and solid. That's what I want. Well, it's not all the way down in there, but it's, yeah. That's in good. Okay. That one's not in there at all. And a lot of these cheap screws bend. You put too much pressure on them. And that's just stupid. But yeah. Okay, let's move along. Let's get this wire on here before I put on the second, yeah. Actually, You can put the wire right on the metal. I could, but on the other hand, this will hold everything together. I wrap it around. So let's do that. I'm gonna take more wire, but not the end of the world as I know it. Okay. Wrap, 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 and twist. Yep. Video's still holding, guys. I think I got the iPhone working again because I dumped enough memory off of it. Alrighty. Put the last pallet on top, and this one will get screwed into the other one. And then this is it, a wholly complete drag. Oh, this one ain't much later. These two together are gonna be the heaviest crap. Oh. Let's see here. Yeah. This whole drag is going to be pretty heavy. And it's not heavy enough. Since it's got slats, you can put rocks, big rocks on it. And yeah, that kind of thing. It's a little off-centered. That's okay. The wire's a little off-centered, but it should be fine. Okay, let's see. So let's put our screws in. This should be easy. This should be real easy. Because we don't have the, we only have to go through really thin wood. So it shouldn't skip too bad, or it shouldn't skip real bad. Easy peasy. Easy. Piece of cake. I love it when the screws go in easy without stripping too bad. I wish it would have gone in a little better, but it's still in. Okay, there we go. Well, that didn't work. That's okay. Let's see which one of these slats will work best. Yeah, I just love it when the wood splits. That's life. We're almost there. Only got a few more screws to do, and this thing should be all together. This thing bounces around a lot, so more screws and the more you can get it solid, the less you're going to have to spend rebuilding it. I've had to rebuild that other drag, oh man, many times. So I'm using more screws here than probably what's needed. And that's cracked. There we go. That's it. We're done with that part. Let's see what time we got left. How long we've been doing this for 36 minutes. Okay, let's just finish this up. I'm gonna drag you around with me, haha. And then we're gonna set up the drag in the front. I have a feeling I'm being followed. Oh, she's chasing a lizard. Here we go. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get a good place, good view of what we're doing here. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, that should do. You see the Los Vaqueros sign where I live. And there we go. Right? Oh, Dirt Devil. Yeah, holy cow. A Dirt Devil just went right through my face. Yeah. Welcome to the Southwest, my friends. I just had a mini Dirt Devil go right through me. Oh my gosh, that was weird. Like a micro tornado. Well, I don't know if you saw that, but it flew right past me. Yeah, right through my driveway. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go get the drag now. Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete-Butt. Please don't be broken. Okay, well, there goes my camera again. My phone fell flat first and did not break. Thank the Lord for that. Small miracle there. Okay. It's a bit of a wind here. I don't know if I dare leave you. I'm going to shut you guys off for now until I get my thing set up, okay? So that's it for this one.